Now we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed, we have a building from God, an eternal house in heaven, not built by human hands. So the earthly tent we live in is the human body, the flesh. And we know that this flesh body that we live in is corruptible because of the wages of sin, which is death. We have aches and pains. We are susceptible to sickness and disease. We grow old, and eventually this flesh tent, this earthly tent, gives out. Now here's something else I want you to take note of. Earthly tent is what we dwell in right now. Okay, when you go camping, when you take a trip somewhere, do you bring your house with you, or do you go in a tent? But then it goes on to say, we have a building from God, an eternal house in heaven, not built by human hands. So, where is your house? What do you call your house? You call that your home. So, if our house, our eternal house, is in heaven, and right now we're dwelling in an earthly tent, then is not heaven truly our home? Didn't Jesus say, "My kingdom is not of this world"? Okay, now keep tracking with me as we journey on into verse 2 and 3. Meanwhile, we groan, longing to be clothed with our heavenly dwelling, because when we are clothed, we will not be found naked. All right, so what does this mean? Meanwhile, we groan, longing to be clothed with our heavenly dwelling. Well, your heavenly dwelling, all right, is not your earthly tent. It is your resurrected, glorified body, okay? And it says, we will not be found naked. Well, when you are in your resurrected, glorified body, you've been clothed in the righteousness of Christ, covered by his blood. So therefore, you will not be found naked or found with any sin. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within, and the Apostle Paul said, don't you know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? So in verse 5 of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, it says this, now it is God who has made us for this very purpose and has given us the Spirit as a deposit, guaranteeing what is to come. And what is to come is the glorified body, which is incorruptible and eternal. Think of your spirit as the SIM card to a cell phone. It's coming out of the old cell phone and going into a brand new, incorruptible, completely upgraded cell phone. One without a bill, because the debt has been paid. Christ is King.